Hello, welcome to STH English. India continues to produce heartbreaking videos. As if Nitesh Kumar's despicable act was not enough, another video has surfaced. See what's happening in this video. So here you have a BJP local representative moving around on the eve of Christmas, pushing and shoving and accusing a girl who is accompanied by a minor and another friend of hers of unspeakable things, suggesting to her that she is into business of sex. She is into the business of using her body to convert Hindus to Christianity, accusing her of sabotaging the culture of Hindutva, and telling her to really leave this place. All the while, if you look at the video, you have an Indian police officer standing next to this shouting, obnoxious woman who's frothing at the mouth and behaving like a mad person, to simply just watch it with a lot of calm and aplomb, as if he's dealing with a small-time friction or an argument between two equals on a roadside. This is not a roadside. This is like a controlled environment. And all the while, as this woman accuses this trio of children and a minor of very strange and base things, this police person, this man in uniform, stands there and cautions calm to the children. He is not telling this woman to go away. He is not protecting those children. So the woman, essentially, with all her prosperity and all her anger and all her persona and all her weight of hate, she represents essentially what BJP stands for. She is the personification of this in-your-face, overbearing, would not listen to reason, accuse you of anything and foul-mouth you, and we are going to kick you and punch you regardless of how vulnerable you are. That kind of a BJP. This police person represents the state of India. The state of India and its authority ought to be protecting the vulnerable, ought to be preserving the rule of law, ought to be laying down the red lines that nobody should be able to cross. They should be on the side of the vulnerable and the weak and the ones whose privacy and personal freedoms are threatened and invaded and who are physically assaulted. This woman is shoving her hand into that girl's face and constantly pushing her and molesting her and physically challenging and assaulting her. Yet this state under BJP, uniformed state under BJP, continues to take a very lenient view of it and allows this woman to do whatever she has to do. But let me give you the punchline in all of this. That the child that this woman is assaulting, that the state of India, represented by the uniformed police guy, is unable to defend or protect, and preaching calm to instead of holding this woman's violent hand. This child in picture is blind. This little child next to her is sitting there looking at this argument take place and this violent assault on her probably sister take place right in front of her. But the target of this assault happens to be a blind girl. So the blind girl can't see her surroundings. She doesn't know who this woman is, what she looks like. Not that this woman is a sight to behold or her mannerism is something to remember by ethical standards. But yet, she doesn't even know who the tormentor is. And she doesn't even know who's the person who's preaching calm to her and asking her to show restraint. I mean, the police person is asking the girl to show restraint. This is the totality of the grassroots sentiment that Modi has been able to engineer. Initially, the sentiment was engineered against the Muslims. Now it is spreading across to the Christians as well. All the vulnerable groups in India, and these three girls happen to be Christians. So this is not really between the Hindus and the Muslims. This really is about attacking the vulnerable. Let me show you another video in which this foul-mouthing guy who seems to be high on some sort of a drug, though you don't need drugs when you have this beastly passion inflamed by people like Modi in your head. You don't need a drug. You're high on the drug of destructive and diabolical and devilish passion. So you don't really need another drug to give you that kind of a high. But still he moves around as if he's on a high, some sort of a drug. And he has a Christian on the dais, and he's asking him the most outrageous questions that anyone can imagine being asked, even in a private conversation. And see how this Christian person is trying to not say a word because he understands that he's on the dais being attacked and accosted by and constantly poked in the face by this mad man who has the ingredients of a completely uncivilized, ungroomed beast. And he is also inciting the mob in front of them. So this guy doesn't want to be either physically assaulted by this person who's physically looks stronger than this guy on the dais. And then, of course, the mob that is out there waiting to unleash itself on the man. Just take a listen to what this man is doing to this Christian.
मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ मिस्टर फादर से, चर्च का फादर से मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि जीसस क्राइस्ट का ग्रंथ का नाम बताओ।
इसमें कोई
ग्रंथ करके नहीं है भैया।
हाँ क्या है? द गॉस्पेल ऑफ जॉन्स, वो सब क्या चीज है? बाइबल क्या चीज है?
धार्मिक
ग्रंथ है। ये कहाँ से मैन्युफैक्चर हुआ है? जस्ट टेल मी कहाँ से मैन्युफैक्चर हुआ है? Of course, it was not printed in India. भारतवर्ष में ये पैदा हुआ ही नहीं था। विदेशी क्रिश्चियन लोगों का, विदेशी भाषाओं का बाइबल हमारे इंडिया में चलेगा नहीं। हमारा क्या है? चारों वेद है, मनुस्मृति है, उपनिषद है। हम कोई भी क्रिश्चियनों का बाइबल को फॉलो नहीं करेंगे। Am I clear? बोलो। ओम भूर्भुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओके, जय श्री राम। जीसस क्राइस्ट इज नॉट आवर्स। हमारा कौन है? राम भगवान। Am I right? It should be.
These are not just two incidents that I have brought before you. There are hundreds of unreported incidents that are floating around. You can only imagine how people would have reacted to even a small or a milder version of this kind of incident take place in Pakistan or any other Muslim country, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Turkey, in Saudi, in UAE, in Qatar, in Lebanon, you name it. In any Muslim country, if even the smallest or the most diluted version of this kind of despicable act had taken place in public, the whole West would have probably imposed sanctions on that country. Yet it is happening in India. So India is not just emerging as a threat to itself. It is a threat to the region. And I talk about India, not India as we have known it. Not that that's actually great history, but we have not seen this face of India. So when I talk about this India, it is really Modi's India. So India has become a threat to the region. India has become a threat to itself. And above everything else, India has become a threat under Modi to everyone and anyone who's vulnerable. So either you convert to Modi's brand of Hinduism, or you basically perish and leave this country. These are the kind of events that the West needs to bend its ear to. It's not about Muslims. It is not about Pakistan. It really is about a poisonous, toxic ideology that has perverted the minds of the young. It has seeped into every facet of Indian society, and it is playing itself out in its most outrageous and heinous form in public.